Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Jellyhead Podcast. This is Andy, and I'm here with Lewis and Victor of Wax Children.
What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up, guys?
Tight. That's all we got. So how you guys been, man?
Yo, we've been good. Just trying to get back out there. Trying to get back onto shows. Got an album.
Yeah.
Been waiting for a while to drop, but it should be hopefully before the end of this year.
Right.
Hopefully.
Is it the same album from before, or you guys got a whole new one coming out? Because I know you guys recorded one pretty much that never released.
Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah.
The same one? Yeah.
We're still waiting on it, dude. Been waiting a good while.
Well, we've had a few albums that we've been sleeping on that, you know, but like this one's like the one that we've been working on right now, and like that
it's gonna be it's gonna be a 10-track, kind of making up for lost time, there was a lot of it that we lost for a good while. And right after that, we have EPs ready to come out too. We have so much material just ready to be pushed out, just waiting for all of it to.
You guys are like 3 albums ahead of what you release and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have like 3 EPs right now, and then this will be our 4th official release. But we do have other material that we were working on before, like other albums, but that they're kind of like on the side right now. We like haven't got back to it, but
yeah, but we're gonna get back to it for sure. I mean, we had a good start, but then shit happens, you know. Some stuff happened with
life happens.
Yeah, life happens, dude. With our engineer, and we're just waiting on him pretty much. He's struggling with some shit. Yeah. Some personal, like family, like
shout out
business.
to Richard Delgado.
We miss you, Richard.
Our hearts go out to you and your family.
No, we definitely miss that guy, dude, because we had so many good times in the studio.
Oh yeah.
And now
he's a positive. He's such a positive guy. Like he's like everything he says is like
amazing.
It's just
that's why it sucks this happened to him, dude, with his mom and the health issues. Like, that was really.
We actually have him coming in next week.
Oh,
really?
Podcast, yeah.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah. So
yes,
we're stoked. I love fucking Richard. I fucking love him. Yeah. That fool, he sold me his Rickenbacker.
Oh yeah, dude.
His bass.
I recorded some of the songs on that bass.
Yeah.
I recorded probably like half the album.
Nice.
On that Rickenbacker.
Yeah, we use like all of his stuff. Pretty much, like he just has like a studio's worth of like like a studio full of stuff. And
well, you guys been there, right?
Yeah, a bunch of times.
That's awesome.
But with the gallery though, like that spot is sick.
Yeah. I mean, do they still have the gallery up? No, because last time I went over there, they had like a fucking like operation, like screen printing operation.
Yeah, they're renting it out to like some people who do like screen printing stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, when they do have a show, they like clear it out. You know.
Yeah.
But,
that's cool.
I mean, like Richard told me though that like it's. I guess I don't think they're gonna have the spot anymore. Like,
I think Richard's trying to move.
Yeah,
actually, right?
He wanted to like move up north and like build cabins and shit.
Yeah. You know, it sucks. Like,
hippie ass motherfucker. I love that.
Yeah, that's why it's very unfortunate. He had so much plans, so much going for himself, and then life just like, fucks him up for a bit.
See, but that's what happens, and it'd be tight to talk about that too right now. Just like, I mean, because you guys have gone through a lot.
Yeah.
You guys said you've been together since what, 2012?
As Wax Children,
yeah. As Wax Children. Yeah. So you guys have known each other since what, high school and shit?
Yeah. Like freshman year.
Right on.
2009.
Yeah, me and Lewis.
2007.
We like went to like middle school too, but like we didn't actually like start hanging out till like
high school,
like freshman year of high school. Cause like he played
music
guitar.
class, dude. Guitar class at Northview reunited us.
Nice.
United us at first.
Just like our wanting to like play music like brought us together. You know, like you play music, like I play music.
I went to his house one day after class because he lived right across the street from school, from Northview, and I didn't even know him, and we were playing rock band. They were playing rock band. There was a few kids there.
Rock band.
And he was singing. He was singing, and I heard him sing, and I was like, hell yeah, we got to start a band, dude. The next day I told him, we got to start a band, dude. I was playing guitar. I was like, we got to do something.
Nice.
Rock band.
That's cool. I think it's cool. Like, how many people do you guys, like, hang out with, though, from high school?
Not much.
You know what?
Right?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of like a hermit now. Live the hermit life, dude. Just working and
same pretty much.
Like I pretty much just like see the band when we do stuff.
I kind of like it that way though. Is when I'm going out.
You're being productive.
I'm being productive. I'm doing something. Because when I do go out sometimes and see other local bands, it's cool. I go to support some of my homies, but I just get a little sad. Yeah. I'm like, I want to play. I want to play too. I wish I could be next.
It's tight to go out to a show if you're playing the show.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's nice to go out and just catch a show.
Yeah, just be a face. Just be a face in the crowd, But there's
nothing better than actually going out and playing it.
Yeah.
Because you get to enjoy. You get to that you got to do something productive, and you also get to have a good time.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, but I was thinking about that because like when you meet someone in high school who kind of shares your same passion, like I feel like only like maybe one dude sticks around.
Yeah.
Like there's always just one guy that's gonna stick. This silver bastard is my guy. I don't like him anymore because he was talking shit about Morrissey earlier, and I'm like, I mean, look at my black nail polish. I mean, I'm a fat Mexican fool. Of course, I'm gonna like Morrissey. So it's like he's just talking that shit.
Please, let me.
Dude, how can you not love that?
That was down.
Yeah, he's sick.
Dude, we can do Morrissey impressions.
Oh, hi, Piggy.
Oh, no.
Hi, ho, Kirby Frog here.
Yeah. Yes.
But, Morrissey, if you're watching, which you're not,
Morrissey.
I love you, dude.
Morrissey.
We love you. We all love you.
Who are these? I don't know.
But yeah, man. Okay, so I mean, you guys have gone through. I think it's fucking tight though, because since you guys got on my radar anyway, because I met you guys through Julian.
Yeah.
And since you guys got on my radar, I was just like, fuck, you guys are real good, and like everyone loves you. Like people love to watch you guys.
Thank you.
The music is phenomenal. You guys do it your own way.
Dude, thank you, man.
Dude, I went to see you guys at Lost Night. Right, a while back.
Oh, in Echo Park.
Which
I
think just closed down.
A long time ago.
Really?
I think Last Night just closed down.
That was a cool spot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or it's gonna go through another.
It's like changing.
Because Last Night used to be what, Barragans? Yeah, it used to be Barragans. But I want to go see you guys there just to kick it. You guys killed it, and in the background I saw Chris from Grizzly Bear.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I was like,
Holy
Julian
shit. Told me about that.
And dude, he was like, "Oh, I'm here to watch Wax Children," and I was like,
"Are you serious?"
No way,
dude. Swear to
way.
God. Yeah, swear. He
had no idea he said that.
Like he said, he went to see Wax Children.
He's like, I was gonna leave, but I stayed to watch this band.
Oh yeah. That's what.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Jules was making a huge fucking deal about it. Like,
but Julian wasn't playing that night.
He wasn't playing that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw that fool and he was like, "Yo, dog, motherfuckers, it was up to this fool. What the fuck?"
What?
Yes. Sounded just like him.
Dude, you just sounded like Julian right now. What the hell? Dude, he could be here with us if you just like talk like him.
Faux ass dog.
Dang.
No.
Dude, like in the headphones, like wow.
Sounds really good.
Julian. Doppelganger here, man.
On the voice.
He's gonna steal your freaking credit card. Like, he's gonna call like your bank.
Sounds like him. Must be him.
Yeah. like we got some like sketchy transactions. Like, nah, dog, that was me. Like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, that's Julian. Okay. Dude. No.
Yeah, no. He's the homie though.
That's a way. He loves saying that shit.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, like I mean, seeing you guys do all that, I was like, holy shit, that's badass. Like the fact that you guys can get that kind of notability from someone, especially like that big.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude, seriously, like.
But it's not very consistent, I would say, because I didn't even know about that.
Bear.
I know I love Grizzly Bear too, dude. But like, I didn't know he was. I knew it was there, but I didn't know he said that.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
It was a whole fucking thing, man. We talked to that fool for like an hour or some shit like that.
Wow.
He was drinking and he was
Who's
like,
he there with?
He was by himself.
He was by himself?
Yeah. And we were talking to him and I remember we were like, we're talking about all this cool shit, and like this fool, he got like really deep and philosophical, and we're like, fuck it, we'll play this game. This is tight. Like we can have a real deep conversation with this fool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So we were talking, and he was talking about like meditation and shit like that, and I was like, I can't do that. He's like, you can't meditate, and I was like, nah, dude. I was like, my brain just it doesn't slow down. He's like, man. He's like, that's how I was too, man. He's like, I'll teach you, dude. He's like, we should all go to my studio sometime. He's like, you guys do shrooms? I was like, yeah.
What?
Oh shit.
And he's like, we'll go to my studio, and we're just like, yes,
dude.
Yes. And then fucking who came? Ray from Bokanon. Now he's in drag.
Oh yeah, I heard he came in all fanboy.
He fanboyed so hard, dude. And he
scared him away.
He felt the pain.
And it pushed him away
a little bit.
Oh,
like Jules had got his number, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I play drums." He's like, "Oh, I'm looking for a drummer for something." He's like, "Oh, I'll lay down drums for you, dude," and all this shit.
Whatever happened to that? He told me that too.
It didn't happen.
It didn't
end up happening.
It didn't happen, but it was a good experience nonetheless. Yeah. You know, it's a story to tell.
Yeah,
which is like cool. It was like that was enough. The fact that we got to hang out with that fool was like it was enough. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Ray just drunk as fuck. He's like, "You're teaching me so much right now," and this fool was like, "Okay." Like, no, but Ray felt it, dude, and he was like, "Fuck!" I said the wrong thing. I was like, "Dude, if I would have been the same fucking way."
Yeah,
I would have been the same fucking way. So I don't blame him. I mean, I blame him a little bit.
Yeah,
I could have done shrooms and learned how to meditate from that fool.
Yeah, like at first he like fanboy like a bit out, you know, but then like.
I didn't see him at all that
regular,
day too.
They're just regular foos, you know. Like, just regular dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
straight up,
you know.
You didn't see him either, right? I didn't see him.
I didn't see him. That's why I was like, wow. Like when Julian told me, I was like, dude, like that's tight.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck was I doing?
Right.
Where was I?
Like I was just playing a show, and then I just kicked it after I bounced. Like, no, that fool was like right there. We were following that fool around like a bad fart, dude. Like, we went upstairs, we're like smoking cigarettes and shit. We're just like, oh my god,
dude.
Nah, but
what was he doing? Like in
apparently he lives out there. He has like a house and a studio out there, so that's what he was doing. Okay. He just went out to see what was up because there was a bunch of bands playing.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do live like in Echo Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like on their Instagrams, I've seen like they always like tag like Silver Lake or like, you know, where it says wherever the picture's taken at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Location.
Like I don't know.
Makes sense.
Silver Lake or Echo Park.
So you guys have been through a lot of fucking life in the last couple of years.
A lot of life.
Like, I mean, you guys are both.
Puro vida.
You guys are both dads now.
Yep. Both
wax dads.
Wax dads.
Wax daddies.
Now you guys have your own wax children.
Yes. Yep.
They're gonna carry on.
They are the wax children.
We do it for them. That's who they are.
Yeah. But that's cool. I mean, what's it like? I mean, because you guys have been playing music since you were young. You know, since you were in high school and all that shit. So it's like doing all that, and then coming up, having kids, and then still trying to pursue the dream. I mean, what's the journey been like?
Dude, actually, it's really hard. It's like mentally, because it for me especially, I would say it gets really frustrating at times because I'm just juggling everything, like super, and I'm a huge procrastinator. So I'm doing everything last minute, trying to like go to work and then go spend some time with my daughter and then go play a show. Or just go and do something like this, and then have band practice, or do something. I'm just like constantly just doing something, and it's like,
there's no chill time.
Yeah, sometimes it's overwhelming, but I know it's for a cause. It's something I believe in, like my passion, So it keeps me going. But at the same time, sometimes I'm just like, fuck, this is too much.
It's
too much.
Like,
and I go to school too, and like it's
just
a lot right now. But I kind of like it, like fast paced like that.
Yeah.
And
lets you know you're alive.
Because I don't feel tired unless I'm not doing anything. And if I'm just sitting, I'm just like, fuck, I'm tired. But if I'm like making a beat or just playing or doing something, I'm good. Like
you're happy. You're in your element.
Yeah. Like I don't notice it, or it doesn't bother me as much, but it just keeps me going pretty much.
Yeah, gotta keep moving.
I was thinking about that stuff, man, because I've seen like
pretty much.
we've known a lot of people through the years, you know, just through the music scene, you know, like you see people come and go, you know, you see the people who you thought were just gonna like fucking get to that point and they dropped off, you know. Yeah. Like you've seen it a million fucking times. And I always think about it to where it's like, because my parents were creative, right? They're kind of creative people. Like my dad was like an artist and shit, right? But that one never went with it, you know? Like he let the whole family thing kind of get in the way.
Right.
And because of it, our childhood kind of sucked, you know? So we were like, because of that stuff. But it was like, had I seen him, like, I think like really pursuing it.
Yeah, I think like it would make you proud.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's like, dads are always like, oh, like, you know, if I did that, like, I wouldn't be around. But, like, I feel like being a son, like, I would understand. Like, my dad had a dream. Like, he wanted to do something. Like, as long as, like, the time that he would spend with me was, like, meaningful, then it's like, I would get it. Like, I would feel the love. And then, like, you know, but, like, yeah, I mean, most dads, like, they pretty much live for their kids. Like, my dad.
Yeah.
Like, he pretty much lived. My parents, like, in general, like, they both lived for, like, me and my siblings, like, and they still do, you know? Like, they didn't, like, pursue, like, any of their own dreams, you know? Like, they came from Mexico, and, like, they just, like, they met here, and they had us, and, like, they're totally family-oriented people, like, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, and it's a trip to see like that, because like it's like at this point it's like, I mean, especially being first, you guys are both first generation.
Yeah.
So like seeing that, it's like fuck, like you guys came out here to better yourselves, you know, to have a better life, and then, you know, having kids, it's like you wanted to offer them all the things that you didn't have.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you think about it, it's like there's a harshness in that, because, and not to say anything bad about your guys' parents at all, you know, I'm speaking from my own experience, because my parents suck dick, but
fuck you, Dad.
I hate you, Dad. But like, I mean, seeing like all that stuff, it was like you guys, like, I don't know, it's like I almost feel like the absence, I feel like the absence as a parent is warranted if the parent is really trying to, I guess, learn who they are, you know, figure themselves out and follow what they believe in.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, it's just, oh, you're an absentee fucking parent because you don't want me around. You know,
it's all about the time. I feel like that's where time is more important than money, because you know, as opposed to those parents who are never around but always buy you shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's something. And I'm like, oh, I didn't see you for a week, but like, here's
a toy,
fucking money or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like, so when you actually notice your dad or your mom trying, it's like, oh, you know, like you feel it. It's like, oh, you know.
Yeah, because at that point, I feel like they kind of get on your side, especially as you get older as a kid. You know, when you see your parent, like, oh well, you're trying. Like, I get it, you're not around, but it's like, yeah, I mean, I want you to be happy, because when you're not happy, you're not a good parent. Like, you know, so it's like,
yeah, that's true. You know, like, especially from our own experience, like, when I'm, like, say, like, if I had, like, a shitty day or something and I have my kid, like, my mood definitely affects my
food sounds good,
my parenting, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, like, and, like, I feel shitty, like, I feel guilty, because, like, I love my son and I want to give him, like, the best of me, but it's like, you know, like, I just feel like shit, you know?
Yeah.
But I still always try, like, I love that little kid, you know.
Hell yeah.
He brings me out of it, you know. But
yeah, it gives you more of a purpose to do what you know how to do. Because like, now I'm no longer doing it for myself. Now whatever I do, I have to think about someone else.
Yeah.
It's not me, you know. And it makes it more of a inspiration in a way for me, like a purpose to get everything done.
Yeah.
You know,
we want our kids to be proud of us, you know.
Yeah, set good examples.
We want our kids
especially
to be
for me, because I have a daughter.
That's my dad.
Yeah. And I know it's very important for me, because I didn't have my dad. I've never met my father. My mom raised me on her own until she met my stepdad in like 2000, when we moved out to Covina. And that's where I get the feeling where I'm saying I'm never not gonna ever be like, not be there for her. Always be there for her, because I know how it feels to to know that your parent didn't want you or didn't love you, you know, because he's straight, like, I've never met him, he's never reached out or anything, and it hurts, yeah, it sucks, but, you know, I'm not gonna let it affect me to the point where I can't do what I have to do, you know, life goes on, and no matter what, like, been through so much shit, so much crazy fucking shit, but life goes on, and I have to keep going, you know, because someone else is depending on me, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a must.
I mean, that's how I've always kind of seen it too, is because you have to look at it too, because, like, I mean, I grew up for the longest time, you know, yeah, I'm 30 now, and I'm barely kind of I'm about to be 31 next month, you know, and I'm barely getting it, like, as far as, like, you know, because I grew up just resenting, you know, everything that my parents did, you know, the rebellious teenager shit, you know. You join a band, you get into drugs, you
punk
fucking
rock.
do all that. You're punk rock as fuck.
Punk rock band.
So it's like, you kind of grow up like, fuck you, mom and dad, you know. and my situation's a little bit different. I'm not going to get into it because it's about you guys today. But what I'm saying is, like, you kind of see this kind of, like, there is also still, I think, a beauty in having shitty parents, because you become self-reliant.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
or you let it consume you.
Yeah,
and that's how it makes. I feel like it's a
other.
really good test about, like, self, is whether you can pull through with that and rise above it, or let it just consume you, and, you know, not let you live the life you want to.
Yeah, legit. Because some people are just like, they just take it to heart, and they're just like, well, they sucked, so I must suck.
Yeah,
you know. So it's like, and then that's it.
It sucks, but there really is people like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it sucks.
Like,
really
they just let it get them down, you know.
Yeah.
And they just let that cycle continue, you know. Like, you have a choice whether or not to, like, be like them or to not be like them. Like,
yeah.
That's why I feel it's good I never met my father, because he was probably a very, like, bad, like, horrible person. Because my mom was pretty much his mistress. He was already married. And then when she was pregnant, he was like, oh, it's not mine. And just bounced.
What a dickhead.
It's like, fuck that, you know, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that influence, you know, like,
yeah,
in my youth. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, and it's good that you have that perspective, and especially now having a daughter of your own, you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be that.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It makes me want to be a better person even more. You know?
Yeah. Which is fucking cool. But it is hard. And I mean, it's got to be hard. I mean, PJ too. He's a dad.
Yeah, no, it's really hard.
Yeah, he's
young
got
dad.
2 kids. He's the most fertile person in the world. He just
nice.
he walks into a restroom and people walk out pregnant.
Man.
Nice. You know, like, it's like some people, like, wish they had that, though, you know, like, that they could have kids.
Yeah. It's because they don't know.
Those are the people that can adopt.
Yeah. And there's plenty of kids that need love in the world.
Yeah.
If you need a sperm donor,
my boy got you.
PJ, right?
They'll have a very strong mustaches. We'll know that. But I mean, so yeah, I mean, you guys have been through a lot of shit in the last couple of years. I mean, even so, when I first kind of heard about you guys, I mean, you guys had this album pretty much done, right? I mean, I'm sure you guys went in and refined and retuned, and
we started at the beginning of this year, actually, in January, and we were pretty much done halfway through the year, just final touching everything at that point.
Yeah,
and then. Because we were more consistent in the beginning of the year, we're just hitting it like every week, 2 times sometimes, like maybe 3. And then towards the end of the year, it got all like stagnant, and we started going less, only once a week, or like once every 2 weeks. And then that shit happened with Richard's mom. Yeah. And now it's just, we haven't been there for months, and it's getting to the end of the year, and it's just like, fuck, man, we really want to release this before the year ends, you know? Yeah. Because we've been working pretty hard on it, but it's just a matter of time. Once Richard is ready, and we could just push it all out. Yeah. Yeah. And it's gonna be great.
We don't want to, like, pressure him, you know?
Oh, definitely, especially with what he's going through. It's all But wait, I mean, before all that stuff happened, like, what do you think it was that was kind of like holding you guys back as far as like
Oh, just a bunch of stuff like
I mean,
member changes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and
Because
also,
you guys have been through. You guys are the
bunch
only
of
original members, right?
Yeah, I mean,
pretty much.
I pretty much consider you like an original member.
Yeah,
know?
well, I
Like,
was
maybe,
there
like,
when the
not at
band
the
started.
Very beginning,
I was there when
you
it
know?
started, but that's when I was having my baby. My baby was born in 2012,
Mm.
and this started right before that, so I couldn't be there like at all as much. But I was there when it happened. I
He was around.
but I couldn't be in it.
But he didn't play bass like at the very, very beginning.
It wasn't until the next year. It was 2013. That's when I started playing with them officially, and then ever since then.
Yeah.
Right on. And what's it all been like? Because, I mean, we've kind of had the same thing going on with Porcelain Pale and shit. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, our boy Rodri's not our drummer anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, PJ's our drummer now. And
cool.
And then, you know, Max, he was playing bass for us for a little bit, and then he left to do the wire stuff. So So it's just like, okay, now we got to refigure it. And how is it, too, like, on your guys' end? Because for us, it's kind of a pain in the ass, because I was joking around with Adrian, because, like, we have a lot of electronics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So right off the fucking bat, it's like playing just a whatever show. Like, just like any time just someone hits us up, we got to be like, yo, what's the mixing board look like?
Yeah.
Because we got 8 channels into the fucking mixer and, like, all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just, mic up our amps or anything like that.
Right.
And then I was joking around with Adrian. It's like we lost 2 members and our rig just got bigger. So what's it been like for you guys, like, just like the transition into like new members? And then, because I mean, I know Fonzo was with you guys for like a while.
No, dude, it was pretty hard at first, because it was pretty hard trying to come back from falling out, because we were doing pretty well once upon a time. And,
once upon a time,
I think it wasn't
Wax
until
Children had it all.
Yeah, we were doing really good, actually, dude. Like, that's like a really good following. We were getting really good shows. Like, played Moonblock Party, and
we had like we were like
so many followers
at a
on
steady
Instagram.
Rise.
Yeah,
you know, I felt like.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until like 2015 when shit just went fucking crazy. Like, we were both in an accident.
Yeah.
And I was already on probation, in trouble with the law, and I had to go to county for a little bit.
For like 2 weeks.
No, it was like 3.5 weeks, dude.
Like,
it was like almost a month.
I mean, 3 weeks then.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was there. But then, like,
I was there.
He was marking the days with chalk and
yeah, so after that, we kind of had like a falling apart, and I left the band for a little bit, and they got a new lineup, got help from Dabble. They were playing with Dabble for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
We had some members from
Danny
Dabble
was playing.
Yeah,
and then that kind of fell apart too. And then me and him got back to it. But then after that, Fonzo and Julian left. Because we had a show at, I think 2016 was our last like pretty cool show,
well,
like really big show.
Julian had already been gone.
But Julian was already gone.
Yeah, and he was in
this.
Mind Monogram, and then he left Mind Monogram.
Yeah, it was
Some say like when he left the band, it started like a chain reaction.
Yeah, because I mean, Julian did a lot for the band.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did do a lot.
So it's really hard doing it on our own now, but
he brags about it a lot.
He brags about
Those tools would be nothing without me.
Damn.
Faux asses, dog.
Faux asses. Faux asses, dog. Damn.
Yeah, but pretty much after that show, we all kind of fell apart, and we tried rebuilding. We stopped being as consistent.
That? Was that the Eclectic Roots?
Yeah, the Mount Baldy show in 2016.
Yeah, I was there. I remember seeing you guys.
Yeah.
You
saw that? Did you see that? Oh my god. Yeah, that you can tell why we kind of had a bad falling apart. We kind of like.
I mean, it just seemed like you guys were just going through a lot, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
that was a funny
when
show,
fucking
dude.
Stephen Julian threw a drumstick at Fonzo.
Fonzo threw his guitar to the crowd.
Yeah,
remember that?
Dude, I was like,
he almost hit someone. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Dude, I met my baby's mom that night too.
Really?
Yeah.
He did.
Fuck, dude.
It was a cool show, but we had a
crazy
weird performance.
week, dude.
Yeah.
Like.
We're just like, everyone just has to reflect on that moment.
I'm just like seeing it now, like visualizing it in my head, like going back to that place.
Yeah.
No, but.
Yeah, I mean, shortly after that, it was just like we got Renee on drums.
Yeah.
Some dude named Renee.
It's been fun though, like trying out like different people, like, cause it's like
seeing who vibes. And
yeah,
shit.
seeing who vibes, and they always bring something new, you know, and like every time we get a new drummer or a new member, like this, like a song will like always sound different. Like every other time we'll get like a new person, you know.
We've had plenty of new people.
Like, yeah,
that's why you can tell.
Like it's like so pretty much we like play the song like how they kind of like learn it, you know, because like we try to have them like play like how, you know, it's supposed like recorded wise, like. But I mean, for the most part, like it's just
it's never gonna be like that, you know, because you're
trying
to emulate
freedom.
someone else. So you're
like we
yourself.
don't want to tell them to just like be like someone else, like the drummer before.
Just like a reference.
It's like we want you to come in. Okay, this is how the track goes, but what are you gonna bring to it?
Yeah, exactly. Like as long as you know like the changes and the structure, you know, like do something like you know,
have fun with it.
Yeah, like have fun with it, you know.
Yeah, dude. But that guy Renee, he ended up not working.
Yeah,
he was a really good drummer, really cool dude.
Yeah, he's good.
But he just wasn't like good for it. Like he was just he was never like
too much going on.
Yeah, he was very never for it. You know, like sometimes he would just be like, oh well, it's just you know, like tell me what to do. Like it's cool. Like do your shit. Like blah blah. I'm like that's cool, dude. You know, but I want a little more feel, you know, because then after that we got Eddie, and this guy actually comes in and has input. He's like, oh, what if we do this, you know, like that one part and that pause, what if we like do this and not do that? And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
let's try it. And then we try it and it sounds good. I'm like, dude, good idea.
Nice.
Right? So,
yeah, it's just like you gotta have to like kind of want it, you know, and Renee didn't seem like he was like not fully committed to it. Like it's just kind of whatever to him.
You'll get some people in there that just like they feel like they're like a studio musician or some shit like that. You know, no, I'll play it. Yeah, how's it go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, show me some enthusiasm.
It's because he has his own music going on too. But
yeah. That's the hardest thing.
Because like a band is a family, you know.
Straight up.
Like.
It's like unless you got money to be paying
cool.
people and you have that kind of perfectionist mentality, but like no, you want it to fucking be like. Yo, when we go up on stage, everyone has each other's backs.
Right?
You know, you want to make sure, yo, this is my family that I'm up here with.
Yeah.
Like, this is what matters. Like,
yeah,
we all worked hard on this.
These are my brothers.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of people that just don't see it that way, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah. And that's why it's hard going through member changes, because then it's like, well, like, it's like starting over with somebody else now, you know?
Yeah.
And like... But here we are holding it down as a 3-piece, you know.
Yeah, the 3-piece came right after that.
Like, Eddie's
Baldy
dope,
show.
Dude. Eddie's fucking. I wish he could be here right now, but I think he's busy.
Yeah,
but really he does have other. He has like another band that he's in right now.
Yeah, he's in Sonota.
Sonota.
I think it's Lisa Sonota's band. Yeah.
But he plays drums for them too, and.
He's active. He's always been really consistent. That's how I met him actually at that spot we used to have in Vernon.
Oh yeah.
One time one of my friends from Long Beach, Brittany. I don't know if you guys know her. She came through, and she brought him one day because a lot of people just come through because Julian was there as well. He would help me like
bring a bunch of people. And
he would help me like split the rent along with some other 2 people too. So there was always people in there, a bunch of artists, bunch of whatever, like girls painting. And she brought a bunch of people one day, and Eddie was one of the dudes. And he got on the kit, and I was just jamming with him. I was like, dude, this guy is really good. And at the time, he was in other 2 bands, like Memory Den and some other band. Yeah. So he was very busy, couldn't do it. And then shortly after Renee left, Eddie left Memory Den. And we asked him again, and he decided to try it out. And now we've just been playing with him ever since.
Yeah.
That's cool. How long's that been going on for?
Probably it started like shortly after the ending of last year, so close to a year almost. We've been with Eddie. Yeah,
that's cool.
And like he's like committed to it too, you know.
Yeah.
Like I met him through like just like, you know, having him play a show with us, you know, and then like, obviously like when we started jamming, I was like, dude, this guy's dope. Like, please play drums for us, you know?
Yeah.
Drummers are hard to find. Man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude,
Good
they
drummers
are, man. And
hard
like,
to
please
find.
stay with us too, you know?
Because they lose
Don't ever
interest
leave.
too. Quicker than
Eddie,
everybody.
don't leave me.
Seriously though, don't leave. At least not yet.
Drummers and singers are the hardest things to find, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
More than
Well, it's
anything.
like finding singers though, like they're usually like where the band starts, you know? So it's like
Yeah,
when you say
sometimes,
like
yeah.
finding a singer, like for a backup singer,
Well, for me, it was like
like
because
a lead vocalist, 'Cause
like a
it's
lead vocalist. I
Wow,
think so.
okay.
But I mean, if you don't have the full intention, with someone in the band doesn't have the full intention to do it,
Yeah.
you know, that's like one of the hardest things to find. You know, because I never intended to be a singer ever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, ever.
Dude. But
Ever.
you're fucking dope though.
Thanks, man.
Dude.
You guys heard
Dude,
it
you're
from
sick.
Wax Children, all right?
Fucking dope.
Dude,
Oh, shit, thanks.
Porcelain Pale is fucking dope. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, man.
Dude, you guys are
We
sick.
love real
seriously.
life performances.
All right, this is about you guys. Fuck.
No.
You guys are like complimenting. I'm gonna like throw up right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Everyone sucks. No,
Except for me.
You know what? I appreciate it if somebody tells me that I suck. You know, like, oh, that
You don't
sucked.
suck.
Because
Makes
then
me
it's
wanna be
like,
better.
okay,
Yeah.
like I'll like try harder next time. You know.
no, you guys for sure don't suck, but still keep trying hard.
No.
Because-
Yeah.
Yeah. Never stop.
Because it's just, and what do you guys like? Okay, so I mean, what's your guys' writing process like?
Well, we'll meet up and like it's kind of like I've always just kind of like brought like riffs and like melodies.
Yeah, it'll
And,
essentially start with a melody from him. Like you'll have
Yeah.
like a chorus or a verse, and be like, "Oh, check this out," and we'll just build on that.
And then we'll just like
Just write
yeah.
everything else collectively, and because a lot of the early stuff was songs that he already wrote himself when we were playing in the Schizoids in our punk band. They were called the Schizoids,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
he already had some songs that was gonna be Wax Children, you know.
Mm.
And he wrote like the whole like guitar part and vocal melody and lyrics, whatever, and then you just show it to us and we'd all just build on top of that and add
Yeah.
everything else.
Nice.
And that's how it pretty much started. And now it's getting to be a little bit more collectively between me and him,
Yeah.
where we're just trying to like
Yeah, like with this album, like we've been writing lyrics, you know,
together.
together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And basically, like I feel like I'll just come with like a song half written, and then from there, like we'll write the rest.
Just
you
finish
know?
it together. Yeah.
That's cool.
And same with me. I've been trying to like bring more to the table too. I'll show him like some riffs, because I've been trying to write some on the guitar as well too.
Yeah.
And then
And which I have
some
a song
lyrics as well, yeah.
too, that one of the songs that you showed me that you wanted to play.
yeah.
I wanted to show you like what I added to it
What?
recently. So
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Nice. I like that.
Nice. So I mean, what do you guys like? What's your mentality? I guess going into like lyric writing, like as far as mood. Like, is it personal? Is it or do you guys have themes going? Like, because some people they'll be like, it's about this book that I read like
Yeah.
a while ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But then you have people that are like, no, dude, this is just my life, dude. Like, I'm just or
Yeah.
Yeah,
something.
I think it's
seen,
just
like,
more
Yeah.
of a feeling. Like we don't really have a
Yeah,
certain
feeling.
theme or direction for our lyrics, but I feel they just differ in like various ways when we're feeling when we're writing them, you know?
yeah.
And like sometimes it doesn't really make sense.
which is fun.
I like to keep it abstract.
Yeah, it's very
You know,
abstract. The lyrics are
I do
kind of
like
weird.
to keep it abstract.
Nice.
And some are pretty straightforward. I feel like they're very like abstract love songs in a way.
Yeah.
Like I tend to write a lot of sad love songs, lean towards
Can
death.
be.
So you do like
Sometimes.
Morrissey.
I know, right?
Who
doesn't?
Please, let me.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
Fuck yeah, Morrissey. No, but that's
Dude,
cool.
isn't
I like Johnny Marr a little bit more though,
Tropicalia
to be
happening
honest.
right now?
Tropical? Yeah, it's happening right now. Like,
Yeah,
as we
shit.
I
speak.
think Morrissey's playing tonight.
Morrissey's
so.
playing tonight,
Damn.
and Mazzy Star. I saw Mazzy
Wow.
Star 2 nights ago.
Isn't
I
Cardi
was
B
very
playing that?
What? You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, I went up to Ventura
Nice.
just to go see
Nice.
Mazzy Star and cried and
Hope
yelled
Sandoval.
at the
Dude.
audience. Dude, I yelled at the fucking audience because they wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Really? Oh, they were all just talking all loud?
Yeah, dude, like, I got the prime spot where it's like, I'm not too close to the band. I could chill, I can lean on a fucking, like, thing, because I'm old.
It's the best spot.
So I'm like, I'm not trying to fucking, like, you know,
Yeah.
get in that pit and just have my back hurt later. Just like, you know, so I'm just like, and the pits are crazy at Mazza Star shows, bro. They fucking get wild in Mazza
Yeah.
Star.
Do they?
No, fuck. But like, I'm like right there, and then there's people like just behind me. It's like, ha 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 ha, ha talking about their fucking days, and I'm just like, I'm like, yo, dude, I've been waiting 20 years for this fucking moment. This is my childhood crush. Hope Sandoval is my childhood
They're
crush.
a 90s band,
Really?
aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like straight the fuck up, and I'm watching her, and she looks beautiful. They fucking took down the lights. They had nothing but candles on the fucking
Nice.
stage. It was the Majestic Theater, so it was a pretty small, like, intimate venue.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't think I'd get to see them this close, you know? And these motherfuckers behind me won't shut the fuck up, dude. It got to the point where I was like grabbing the fucking rail. I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit, dude. And I'm like looking at my friend Alice, and she's like, don't yell. And my girlfriend's next to me, like sitting on the floor like this, trying to hear the band. And she's like, don't. And I'm like, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up!
I start yelling at
Fuck yeah.
people, and I was like, it's nice that you motherfuckers had money to waste. All right? I paid for this fucking show. I've been waiting for this show for so fucking long. People don't know how to shut the fuck up in a venue, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you
like,
motherfuckers
go talk
worked hard.
outside or
Exactly.
something, you
There's
know?
a smoking patio over there. Go over there.
Yeah.
Some of us are trying to listen to music.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I'd be
Yeah.
pissed too. Fucking
People-
Hope
Yeah,
Sandoval,
dude.
man. What the fuck?
It's Hope Sandoval, dude.
And did they shut up?
Dude, Hope Sandoval had to shush people.
Are you serious?
Like, she couldn't hear herself. That's how loud fucking these idiots were being.
Jeez.
Fucked up.
And you're just like, have you no respect?
Like, what did she say? She's like, can you all, like...
No, she just went,
Some water.
she will, like, because, you know, she's quiet. You know, she won't, like, really talk to the audience or anything. She's super shy. And she just went, shh. They started playing the song. And, like, an idiot, like, I'm kind of buzzed and shit. And she shushes, and I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm like, oh, wait, she just told me to fucking shut up. It was ridiculous. I hate it. Anyways, we were talking about... Yes,
What
Tropicalia
were
is-
we talking
we were talking
about?
about lyric writing and keeping it
Lyric
abstract.
writing.
And it's like, what does it mean to you? What do these songs like mean to you? Like, do you guys have specific songs? I mean, it's nice. Like, everyone has their favorite songs to play live.
Yeah.
You know, do you
Yeah.
guys have certain ones that it's just like, no, I know there's some that are just fun to play live because, oh, this line is fucking sick to fucking play.
Yeah.
But are there some where you guys just get lost in what the song is?
I feel recently,
I just feel like for all of them, like...
That's a beautiful feeling,
Yeah.
though. That's great.
I don't know.
that's what I was about to say though. No, but recently, all of them have been going pretty well, but I feel like Sepher maybe, because it's so like it's
Yeah.
more of our upbeat songs.
Mhm.
We're just kind of like, you have to just give it your all if you want to sound good on that song. So especially for me, because I do a lot on the bass for that song,
Mhm.
so it gets me really fucking tired after I play it.
Yeah.
So when I first go into it, I'm like, I just give it all my energy, you know, and it feels really good after. Like my hands are all like, it's all like
Your
freaking
veins are
stiff
popping
right
out. and shit.
here.
Yeah.
I'm like sore. I'm like, oh, but I'm just like feeling good though. Just like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, that's a great song. That's a fun one to play too.
That's awesome.
And like it still needs like so much more though, cause like, you know, when we're recording, we have the freedom to like
The
record
overdubs
like
and shit.
overdubs and
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
parts, and it's like, you know, we're playing that song as a 3-piece, but like we need more members to like actually
Execute it,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds pretty
Alright.
solid as a 3-piece, but there is a lot that goes to it. You will notice when you hear the recording.
Yes,
There we
which
go.
I hope soon.
Very soon, hopefully.
Now, would you guys prefer to have more members, or would you guys like rather do like sequencing for certain
That
things?
was
What do you mean
An idea.
sequencing?
Like as
looping.
far as like having
Yeah.
pre-recorded that you like turn on a fucking loop on a pedal or some shit like that, like you like cue shit in or whatever. Like,
possibly.
I
But
mean, I don't know. I don't think we've really tried that.
yeah, we never tried any of
before.
that, but
Um,
it was talked about before. We do want to get at least one more member,
mhm.
and then we could probably do some of that sequencing.
Yeah.
On some other
You know
little bits.
what though? But I've really enjoyed playing as a 3-piece though.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
it's
fun,
been
though.
really fun. Like
I can imagine.
and like it does like work a lot better. Like this, you know, the less members there are, because like everybody just gets it, you know.
Yeah, you don't got too
And
many
like,
cooks in
so
the kitchen.
I've like been enjoying myself, like playing as a 3-piece.
Oh yeah.
But we do need more guys though. So
Well, it's a pain in the. No, I mean I get it. I mean now that Porcelain Pail's back to a 3-piece right now.
yeah,
And
and you guys were fucking dope, dude, as a
Thanks, man.
3-piece. Like,
It's better now. It's so much better now. It's so much better because we figured it out. I think we finally we're on the cusp of figuring it out. And I'm back on bass, which I'm really happy about.
okay.
Because it's like, I mean, I love, you know, playing and all that stuff. But I
Yeah.
had like a synth, and then I'm playing my vocal pedals essentially. You know, fucking with my vocal
Right.
pedals and shit. But it's like now that I have like a bass in my hand again, it just and I jacked it Richard's fucking Rickenbacker, and that's what I'm playing. I'm just
It's
like,
a sick bass too.
dude, I just got that shit
Sweet
set up
bass.
with
That
like
bass
flat
is
wounds and shit. Oh,
Ooh, that's what I wanted to do. I told him, dude, get some flat wounds
dude, it's set
and
the
lower
fuck
the
up right
action.
now. Dude, yes, no, it's completely set up. Adrian hooked me up, so I was
Nice.
like, yes, it's so pretty right now.
I'm glad that bass is in good hands.
Yeah, no, I'll
Yeah,
let you.
dude.
I'll let you play. It's here. I'll let you play with it after. So.
Dude.
I'll let you play with it.
I'll let you play with it. Just don't tell anybody.
You want to see it?
But that's cool. So I want to kind of get into something here. And by all means, if this is something you guys don't want to talk about, I can just completely cut this part out.
Sure.
But I mean, I've been going for the last couple of years. I mean, I've been going through a lot of kind of just, I guess, addiction issues
Yeah.
that I'm finally kind of getting past. And I know that you've had some problems in the past as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you're down to talk
Yeah.
about that, but
Yeah, I guess so. You know.
you know, I mean, if you're down, if you're open, I mean, what's your experience
Yeah.
been like as of late?
Well, that was like one of the reasons why we kind of like fell down a little bit.
Fell off,
You
yeah.
know, like after the car accident, like I was in the hospital and like they were giving me morphine. And like I've never had morphine before,
Morphine's
and
awesome.
like yeah, it is, dude. And I was like,
never had
oh shit, like this stuff's pretty bomb. Like okay, so like I was getting it every 4 hours, you know,
Holy
like
shit.
Yeah.
like you're supposed to get it when you have pain, you know.
And then you were just like,
and
ouch.
like they're like, oh, and then like they'd be like, oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, like what's your pain like? I'm like 8. Like hook it up, like, and like at first like they were giving me like 4 like whatever, like 4 milligrams, or I don't know like what the measurement was.
Yeah.
And then like it wasn't working, and I was like, could you give me 6, you know, like when I would like buzz them over, you know.
Yeah.
But I was in the hospital for like it was a pretty bad accident.
Well, what was
to
the
be
accident?
honest.
Like, it was a car accident, or
Yeah,
like,
me and Lewis
Yeah.
were in the car together, and
Yeah, I fucked
you
up
know,
pretty
it
much.
was-
I was driving. I wasn't
Yeah.
drunk. I was just like heartbroken.
Yeah.
Dude. I was fucked up in the head, and I fucked up.
Yeah,
and
we were
Victor
going-
had to like suffer a little bit for it. Like it wasn't a bad accident though. It was just a bad crash. I don't know. It's weird because I was just driving really fast in the residential area, and we were going to Alfonso's house. And then when you go there,
Yeah.
going down Queenside and Covina, there's this street right before you get to the main street that it's like a double like intersection.
Mm.
Like there's another residential going this way, and I was going this way, and there's a little curve right here. And I just lost control a little bit on that turn, and I braked, and I just hit a parked car like that,
Fuck.
and he was on that side, and the fucking window exploded on him and shit, and he dinged himself up pretty bad. But my car wasn't
dude,
total.
we
My
hit
car
it-
was
we
running.
hit it- we hit it on my side,
Yeah.
and I could remember like the exact moment where we were about to hit it, and like I was just like, oh shit, like I just like got as far to the left as I could, you know, to brace, and we hit it, and like I just remember feeling like super like lightheaded and dizzy and like disoriented, and I was like, oh shit, and like I was bleeding like from my head. I still have a scar right here on my eyebrow, and I was just holding it because I remember like blood like leaking, and we were already like a few houses down from our friend's house that we were going to, so we go there, and like Fonzo comes out with his girlfriend, and they both see me, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like they're tripping out, you know, like what the fuck, and like they were like yelling at Lewis, like they were like pissed at him, and so like I thought like, you know, I felt like, you know, maybe I don't need to go to the hospital, but I did feel a pain like here, like, you know, in my like liver area, like some like pain inside. And I just thought, like, you know, like people die for like the dumbest reasons, you know, like maybe from like internal bleeding, like I was just like, you know, I'll just go to the hospital and like just drop me off, you know, like because I didn't want to get Lewis in trouble, you know.
And, but I got in trouble.
But he did. He just turned himself in.
That was just a crazy fucked up fucking day, and I feel fucking terrible about it still to this day. You know, I mean, I've let him know like very clearly before too, you know, because the whole time I was in the sheriff's station getting ready to go to county, I was just like tripping out on him, just like, dude, it's fucking Victor, right? Like I was fucking like tripping the fuck out, dude, just in a cell by myself, like not knowing what time it is, just like isolated and like fucking killing myself in my head, and I'm just like fuck. And then luckily he was fine and she's a lot better now, but yeah, I guess that whole like introduction to the morphine kind of like
it just like, so like after like I got out of the hospital, you know, I was like, okay, that's it, you know, and like I was like, that's cool, and like so that's cool, I just fucking just got in an accident. No, a few weeks later I went to a show in Pomona, and I went by myself. I think you were still...
Probably still in
probably
jail.
still in jail or something. Or maybe you were out. I think you were out again.
Was there in April?
I think you were back. But I went to the show, and I was like, you know, everybody was like, Vic, like, what happened, you know, what's going on? Like, I was talking to, like, different people, and, like, I ran into a buddy of mine, and I told him about the story of the accident, and how I was in the hospital, and like how they were giving me morphine, and then we started talking about morphine, and I was like, yeah, like that shit's bomb, you know, like that stuff was tight, like I like it, you know, like opiates.
That's my problem too.
Yeah, and then he told me like, well, dude, like I actually have like heroin, you know, and like that's like the same thing basically. And, like, I was like, oh, well, like, I was like, shit, like, all right, like, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, we just, like, went to my car, and, like, he busted out, like, a foil, and, like, we just started smoking it, and, like, it gave me the same feeling that I had when they were giving me the morphine, but it was, like, now it was, like, to get high, you know?
Yeah, it was no longer for the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, like... It was just game over from there, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And it's been pretty shitty since. Like, I, you know, obviously, like, after that, like, I knew, like, he was somebody that I could, like, you know, pick up through.
Yeah.
And, like, I started hanging out with him. And it really, like, fucked me up, like, with the band, too, you know? Like, it took my focus away from music towards like me, you know, because it's addictive, like it's probably like the most addictive like drug, you know. And when I started using it, it was like for a month straight, like every day. And you know, at first like I didn't like, it seems harmless at first, you know.
Seems like a good
like
time.
I thought to myself, like, I don't know, like what the big, like I knew that it was like addictive, but like I didn't get it, you know. I didn't get it, like what it would really do, you know. And but like after like a month of like using it, like I didn't have it, and like I felt like the withdrawals, you know, and it was like, it was horrible, you know. And but in my head, like, you know, like any normal person would have said like, fuck that, you know, like why would I do that? But like I just like loved like the high though, you know, and I just like I just
euphoric.
felt so shitty, and like I was just like, fuck it, like I just want to get high, like I just want to get fucked up, you know. So I just kept doing it, and it just got worse. The withdrawals got worse, and like, you know, it sucked, dude. I really fucked myself up, but and like with it, you know, your buddy Adrian knows too. Like I started selling my stuff, you know, and like all I have is my guitar amp and my guitar, you know, like it sucks, dude. And I kick myself in the ass like every day for it, like, cause I didn't have a job, you know, then. Like, and that's fucking, like, how are you gonna support an addiction if you don't have a job, you know?
Yeah.
And I just did a bunch of like stupid stuff, man. I did stupid, like, you know, like for my parents, like I feel like I hurt them the most, you know? And like, I don't know. I won't get into like that stuff, but I mean, I'm better now, you know? Like I got out of it. Like I'm in a methadone program, you know. It's been like 2 years now, and you know, it helps a lot. You know, it's weird because it's like methadone is technically I'm still addicted, you know, but it helps me like bring stability to my life to where like I don't have to worry about like picking up and like shooting up and stuff. Like it's just it's there for me, you know. And like at first when I was in methadone, I had to go to the clinic every day to get my dose, and you know, but with my clean time that I have now, they let me take my doses home to where like, you know, I can just I have my like my little lock box with all like my little bottles right there, you know. So when I wake up now, like, you know, I always have to take my dose, you know. And it's a real bummer though, you know. Like, and it's a real complicated disease. Like it's a disease, you know. It's like diabetes. Like it needs to be treated, you know. And everybody treats it like differently. And like a lot of people tell me like, well, Vic, like if it's so bad, like just stop, you know. Like yeah,
it's not that easy.
Yeah,
dude,
it's not that easy. Like, you know, just duke it through the withdrawals. Like just stop. But like, you know. I just wasn't like at a good place in my head to where like if I did stop, like I would still feel like depressed and stuff. And like I did get clean, like, you know, I there's periods where like I would like get clean, not use, but I would always end up going back, you know. But I mean now I haven't used in 9 months, so but
congrats,
you know, yeah, thank you, dude. And you know, I'm still taking methadone, but you know, I'm still trying to stabilize, but you know, I will get off that eventually. But
I believe in you, man.
Yeah,
a very dark time. 2015 was for us.
Yeah, it affected us a lot.
Very dark.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know because I've never gotten to know you guys, I guess the way I wanted to. Like we've been in the same place, we've chilled at places, but it's always been, you know, hey, what's up, and then everything chaos is going around.
Yeah.
You know, but I know, I mean, you guys are friends with a lot of people, and everyone loves you guys. So, you know, and everyone loves you, and everyone supports you. And I know it's been hard, like, and I know how that goes too. You know, with the whole addiction. My whole thing was painkillers. You know, pills, Norcos, Percocet, shit
opiates,
like that.
Dude. Opiates, man.
Because they're dope. No, they're terrible. They're terrible. And what's fucked up is that what gets you fucked up is the thing that's supposed to take care of you. It's the hospital. It's the doctors.
Yeah.
It's prescription meds. It's all business, dude.
Right.
It's this huge fucking racket, and it sucks because that's where it comes from, and these are the people that are supposed to heal you.
Yeah.
You know. Which it sucks. You know?
I feel like doctors are like prejudiced towards like drug addicts. You know.
Yeah. Which is stupid because they'd be the ones giving them the most business.
They'd be the ones creating them sometimes too.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's why they're prejudiced. Like, oh, I made a monster. I created a monster.
Yeah.
And you know what? I had to, otherwise I'd get my license pulled for not selling Big Pharma's drugs. I said it. What's up?
That's how it is.
YouTube.
So.
YouTube. Hey, YouTube.
YouTube, Spotify, all that shit.
Yeah, nah, dude. But that whole time was very fucking hard for me too, dude. Like I know, like you, like seeing you the way I saw you, it was really fucking heartbreaking, and I blamed myself a lot for it at first.
It was horrible.
You know? And it really fucked me up too. Like, I was always like fucking worried about him and fucking always tripping out about him, and it was just very fucking hard to go through those times at first, man. Like,
and like I put my band through that. Like I put my band through that with me, you know, and that's why like you know, when Danielle and Jordan
David,
from Dabble
Jordan.
and David, like they left because of that, you know, because they didn't want to be around that, because like who the fuck like wants to be like around a heroin addict, you know? Like everybody knows, or everybody says to not trust, you know, a drug addict, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've never fucked over anyone, you know. I've never, like, that's kind of a misconception, you know. I mean, there's some people that are like desperate as fuck, you know. But like I've always tried to like remain like
keep the burden on you,
morally genuine, you know.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to like, I wouldn't like steal shit from people to like, you know, or like, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, I was just trying to do a lot better now, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up and
trying to
I mean, I think
pick up where we left off.
The beautiful thing though is that you guys are doing that. You guys are pushing through it, and the fact that you guys are still homies from it, and you guys are still supporting each other through the dream and all that stuff is fucking. That's a priceless fucking thing. It's like I think the best friendships and the most successful people have to go through the hardest of times to come out on the other side. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe in you guys fucking wholeheartedly, dude. I love your guys' fucking music. You guys
Thanks,
are
man.
chill ass
Thanks,
fucking
dude.
people.
It's been really hard lately, though, man. After falling off like that and coming back, a lot of the people that supported us back in the day don't really support us anymore, or we don't get like the same attention and like we don't have the same following. It's very different.
Yeah,
now.
we lost that momentum.
And it's only a span of like a year, like a year and a half or 2 years.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how important consistency is, dude. Like if you fall off a little bit in this fast-paced environment, like it's gonna be hard to get back on there, dude. It's been really hard for us.
Shit is changing every fucking day, dude. New bands are popping up, old bands are dying out. Like it's a whole fucking thing. So it's like, yeah, you have to remain relevant, but it's at the same time, I think it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up how unforgiving the scene can be.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, you know, sometimes it's legitimate hardships and they don't know your fucking story. You know, they don't know what you fucking had to deal with, you know, and you're coming back out with music that you're fucking passionate about and you fucking love. Yeah. And it's like, they're just like, oh, well, these fools haven't been around. Oh, shit, you know, whatever. And they don't give a fuck. Or they heard something through the grapevine and made their own fucking bullshit judgments, you know, which is nonsense as fuck. But then it's like, you don't know anyone's fucking journey.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what people have to go through. And the fact that they're back that's not a fucking, you know, if you guys are back, you guys are fucking back.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope that for my sake, as fans of you guys, I hope for my sake that you guys are fucking back. You guys hit it hard and you guys kill it.
Yes.
Yeah, we hope so too.
We hope so too.
And we personally will do everything in our power to make sure that, like, we fucking push the shit out of everything you guys do because we believe in you and we love you guys.
Thanks,
Dude,
guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man.
It means a lot, dude.
Thanks,
like,
man.
it gets really sad seeing all these, like, Tropicali, dude. Like, all these really cool festivals happening, and you see the lineup. Mm-hmm. And it's all the bands we used to play with back in the day.
Yeah.
The Buttertones, Cherry Glazer, like they're all like touring like crazy and like blowing up. The Commons, dude, we fucking played little bar shows with them all the time.
Full blown.
Like
they blew the fuck up. Everyone blew the fuck up.
Everyone blew the fuck up. All the people we started with, dude, and it's just like, fuck, we should be up there with them.
You know what's a little bit fucked up though?
What is it?
Is that where they are now? It's like, why aren't they wondering where the other people are, you know, to some degree? Which is not on them. It's not on them. It's not on them. But it was like, it'd be kind of tight, you know, because sometimes you hear people, you knew people, and it's like, some people are just like, oh, I'm not going to respond to your message now on Instagram or some shit like that, you know?
I was just talking about that. Like, we need we need shout outs, you know? Like, we need people to like vouch for us too, you know?
Yeah.
Like lend us a hand, like.
Yeah. It's like, if you dug what we did and we used to be cool, then, like, you know, like...
But, like,
we used to have that.
Everybody has their own struggle, though, you know?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Everybody got to take care of
number one.
You know?
Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah.
But that's a mentality that I'm trying to kind of get away from, because yes, you absolutely do. Yeah, you know, it's important to take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you can't trust anybody like you can trust you.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. But how much better would it be if you could? You know, how much fucking better if you, like, would it be if, like, you had someone in your corner, regardless, who was doing whatever, and it's like, dude, let's do this. Let's do something.
Yeah.
You know, but everyone's kind of concerned with their own fucking agenda, and which is, like I said, it's respectable, because people who got there worked fucking hard, and they deserve that.
Yeah.
You know, not all of them, but, you know.
Yeah.
Some people got helped really good.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's like, those people who got help and they didn't deserve it, like, there are people out there who need the help and deserve it more, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, where's that going to take us at the same time? I think at the end of the day, it's just like, it's all about how pure your fucking journey is, you know, how fucking important it all is.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, it's sad to see all that, but it also makes me want to, like, keep going.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, like, we're gonna get up there with you guys one day.
It makes it like
soon, hopefully.
that much more like genuine and real to us, like the struggle and
you know. Nothing good in life comes easy, they say. Right. Nothing worth having comes easy. Well, that's crazy that all that shit went down.
Went dark for a bit.
No, I mean, at the same time,
darkness.
Thank you, though, for being honest and open about it, because, I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, one thing we kind of always hope for when we have people on here is that they can impart some sort of wisdom or knowledge. It's like, there are parts to being an artist that there's an ugly dark side of it that comes with the self-loathing and the wondering when we're gonna fucking, what is making it, what is success, you know, and the toll it takes on our minds and our bodies and shit. And it's like, to some degree, I think all artists are just masochists. Like,
right. The tortured artist.
You know, a lot of people, you know, just like, oh, well, I'm not doing my best work if I'm not suffering. And it's like, that's not the best way to go about it.
Pain is beauty.
Exactly.
Pain is beauty.
Yeah, dude, I'm the happiest sad boy ever. Happiest.
Happy sad boy.
If it don't hurt, it don't work. I'm talking about my penis. But I don't know, man. I think with all that, I mean, I'm looking forward to everything you guys got coming up, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to have Richard in here next week, and we'll be like, yo, what the fuck's up with Wax Children shit?
Release that shit, please.
Now.
Yes. Richard, please.
I'll talk to these fools after and be like, hey, like, let's get Richard to give us those stems, and then we'll mix and master it for you.
Yo, we do need someone to master it on the real.
We do need mastering.
You hear that shit, PJ?
We actually do need mastering.
PJ, we need you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So try to get all that shit going. We'll try to speed along the process, get you guys back out there and
right on, and do that live session too. Right?
Do that live session, yeah. It's gonna come up. We're gonna have a Wax Children for a live session in what, 2 weeks?
Wax Children live session.
2 weeks. We're gonna have
Jellyhead Collective.
2 songs we're gonna be recording with them. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
But I want to thank you guys so much for fucking being here and just talking.
Thanks, man.
Dude, it was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to finally sit down and like actually have a conversation with you guys. You know,
yeah.
I was outside of like chilling and then us being fucked up. So
yeah, dude, we just been chilling this whole time, dude.
Yeah,
fuck
man.
Yeah.
Working, chilling.
Let's fucking chill more, dude.
Yeah, man.
Fun. Yeah, we got so much more, dude. Just waiting.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Let's get it all out.
Stay tuned, Wax Children people.
Yeah, fans of Wax Children. I'm staying tuned. Are you staying tuned? But yeah, thank you guys so much again for coming. I really appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for having us,
dude.
Yeah, I believe in you guys.
Appreciate the love.
Shout out to Eddie who couldn't be here today.
Shout out to Eddie.
In our hearts.
Yeah. He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit.
So, yeah, dude. Love you guys, man.
All right.
Fucking love you guys, man. Thanks.
Love you guys.
Peace out.
Love. Love.